in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains, I'm the boss, I'm making change, I've been rocking this exchange, Bang
bang! What's going on, bitch? This is the main event on Talkin Hands. I'm Errol Spence Jr, as always, joined by my co-host, Danny Betts. There we are. And we're here to break down this Saturday's main event between Errol Spence and Yordenis Ugas. But before that, we're going to recap Triple G's fight, Ryan Garcia, and of course, Fundora versus Lubin. Danny, we can start off Triple G versus Murata. What do you think about that one?
Yeah, Triple G in the first round. One thing I liked that he started using that jab ASAP, bro. And when that started, bro, I'm like, man, this might be a short ass fight because he was establishing it, and then Murata didn't know what to do. The timing was off, but real quick in that second, third round, Murata started getting his, feet wet, movement, nice little combos here and there. And then I'm like, man, Triple G already looks like he's getting old. We already know he's an old guy. His birthday was just the other day. But after that fourth round, that's when Triple G started taking over. And he definitely still has the power, but there is some signs that he's kind of slowing down. What do you think about that, P?
Yeah, so prior, when we were discussing the fight last week, I mentioned Murata would kind of try to start strong, get him out early. If that didn't happen, which is why your bet made perfect sense, Triple G could take him out later in the fight. But there were the slowing down for Triple G. I mean, even like it was a justifiable stoppage, but even then it wasn't like a clean, like he's dead. And then
he went to
the guys
sleep.
Yeah, like the corner came in and kind of was like, yeah, we're done here. But yeah, he looked good, and assuming Canelo wins. But to me, even if Canelo loses, he can make that fight. Like, why not?
Right, yeah.
It makes perfect sense for him. So I think that fight will happen, the Canelo Triple G next.
Yeah, for sure. I'm happy I cashed that plus 175 for on 7-12 for Triple G knockout. Like I was saying, though, one thing I noticed, Triple G likes to throw that jab, set up the combos, go to the body a lot. But he was taking a lot of breaks, like in between. It was like burst here and then take like a nice little 15, 20-second break, try his jab once or twice. And if he's slowing down like that, man, by the time he fights Canelo, man, I know that's another breakdown, but I don't know how it might get ugly for Triple G if he fights Canelo that last time.
Yeah, it definitely won't be as closely lined as the previous two, that's for sure, because Canelo just gets better and better, and like you're saying, Triple G slows down. But he kind of had a tough fight with Dervinchenko or whatever the guy's name was, where it was pretty close.
Yeah. Some people had him losing that fight. Me personally, I thought he edged it just a little bit. Close ass fight, but I think he got the dub in that one, but slightly.
Yeah, but in the end, he did what he needed to do. He got that win and got a knockout, which always looks good on the record. Now he gets that big payday. Hopefully, fights Canelo September, and I guess we'll be mortgaging the house on Canelo. So.
Pretty much, bro.
Yeah, that'll be a good one. So we can go from there to maybe the most disappointing fighter of the night, Mr. Ryan Garcia. Garcia wins decision against a guy we presumed he would wipe out pretty cleanly and quickly, but went to decision. You think it was just ring rust, or is Garcia trying to box more and get the rounds in? What do you think about that one?
I think it's a little bit of everything. For sure, it was rust. I think it was rust because, he had the surgery. It's been a while since we've seen him. But I thought he was just coming a little bit quicker and try to make a statement, you know what I mean? And like, oh, here, I'm back. Like, I need to be in those big fights. I want my name out there against, whoever, so and so. But he didn't. Like you were saying before this video, he was kind of tentative. Like he was putting a lot of pressure, but not enough volume. Like he would throw shots here and there. He looked sharp in some of his strikes, and but like I mean, shout out to Go because he's tough and he was moving a lot. I'm not gonna lie, he was running a lot, so it was kind of hard for Ryan to like keep him there in front of him.
Yeah, from what I watch, it was just Ryan Garcia chasing him for 12 rounds. And like he would like corner him a little bit, and then he would unload a bit, but he didn't really go for any kill shots. It's just like, looks fancy to the judges, bank the round. Okay, next round, rinse and repeat over and over. And he just, I don't know, to me, it doesn't really, not really glowing endorsement for Garcia. I don't think anyone's too nervous to fight him now. I don't think they really were prior, but
I mean, he's still young, learning. He did have a knockdown, but like I was saying before the video, like it wasn't really a knockdown. It was more like off balance. It was off a break, kind of. They were wrapping each other up off a break, caught him slipping a little bit, and the guy, kind of fell down, but he got right back up and complained, to the ref, like, "Hey, man, like, what's wrong?" But other than that, it was decent performance, but not what I expected from Garcia.
No, I think Garcia was too enamored with his ink more so than his fighting acumen in that one.
Less training, more ink.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'll be honest, Garcia screwed me on Prize Picks. So if you guys don't know, you can go to Prize Picks, use promo code PUBSPORTS, get a $100 match deposit if you choose for Prize Picks. And I had Garcia at under 18 minutes, so under 6 rounds. Finished the fight in 6 rounds. Mm-hmm. The round prop to bet was 4.5. So I was like, oh, I got a nice, juicy play here. I think I thought he could knock this guy out in the first 3 rounds. So I'm like, this ain't bad at all. So I put it in Prize Picks. And then I watch the fight, watch the highlights, see he wins a decision. His minus 400 or 500 to win by KO.
Yeah, it was nuts.
I was like, I got to watch what happened. And it was just Garcia. It was just a lot of running and chasing. But I'll give it to Go. His arms weren't as down as in his previous fights where he kind of was like inviting like his chin out there to get like slapped. So
I mean, I think it's the respect. He felt Garcia's power. He's like, hold on, man. Like I need this high guard. I need to, defend this chin because I'm not trying to get go night. But yeah, I had rounds 5 and 6 for Garcia, but for a knockout, I think I had plus 350. But obviously he didn't get it. But it is what it is. Solid performance, but not great enough for me to be, impressed by Garcia.
Yeah, now we'll see who he gets next. I don't know. It's kind of, I don't say it's like totally wide open, but like with Tank is leaving Mayweather, so he'll be like a free agent. So if Garcia wants the fight or if Tank wants the fight, they could theoretically make that fight, I would assume. Yeah. But, we'll see.
I don't think they're going to do that, bro. Like, Garcia's 24. Like, you're going to feed him to Tank already. It's kind of like, you got to kill this kid's career already. Like, he might probably get knocked out by Tank.
Yeah. We'll see. Hopefully Garcia, though, gets in the ring. He didn't take really any damage, so he should be able to get in the ring fairly soon. So it'll be good to see him back in the ring. But perhaps the highlight of the night, the Towering Inferno, Sebastien Fundora, made me eat my own words with a nice knockout, or I guess corner stoppage, more so than knockout, of Erickson Lubin. What do you think of that one? Great fight, though.
Dude, that was a war. Like, they were going at it, man. It was a great fight to watch. I thought Lubin was going to take over. He had that knockdown with Fundora for the first time. Fundora's been knocked down. But shout out to Fundora. Just stay in the heat and just keep giving back, bro. His volume. That's the only way I thought he would get Lubin out of there is just his volume, because the guy he just keeps coming. Just throwing volume, jabs, combos here and there, just different angles. Because like we were saying before, in the other video, he's got like that weird style to him. You don't know where the punches are coming from. Plus he's 6'6" with an 80-inch reach. Like, it's nuts.
Yeah, that was the thing was I thought Lubin would be able to get inside and really attack the body a lot more, and he was hitting them like pretty clean. But Fundora took those shots besides the one knockdown, but he got up fine and just kept coming forward,
Yeah.
and the accumulation of damage want him to be the detriment of Lubin, who to me it's not even a bad that's not a bad loss. This is a
Oh
good
no.
fight. Like, if anything, that elevated Fundora more, and he's already basically called out the winner of Charlo Castano next month. So, and I assume they'll make that fight because they're in the same promotion, Premier Boxing
Yeah,
Championship.
that'll be
So,
an easy fight to match up for sure. And like you were saying, like it's a win-win for Lubin because even though he didn't get the dub, and he's got to get surgery now. I think his shoulder is messed up and his face is pretty messed up too. But it was a great fight. Like it wasn't like he got his ass whooped like completely and he didn't do nothing about it. Like he still gave Fundora all he got, knocked him down, and almost won that fight too. So
yeah, good fight, good action fight. We'll see how Fundora would look against the winner of Charlo Castano, and then Lubin. I think there's more than enough challengers for him. So yeah, he should be perfectly fine. So move on. This week, big time main event pay per view. Errol Spence is back, taking on Yordenis Ugas, 147 welterweight championship. I believe the fight's at Cowboy Stadium. I'm pretty sure. That seems like to be Spence's home
is it
away
in
from
Dallas
home.
or is it in Vegas? Because I thought I saw something. I think it was in Vegas. Let me check. No, it is in Dallas. Let's go.
Okay, so yeah, it seems like Spence gets a hometown advantage there every fight. So what are you thinking this one? Spence Ugas big win versus Pacquiao, Spence off the win against Danny Garcia.
My guy Spence, man, I'm a big fan of Spence. I'm happy the return. He's been through a lot. The whole car accident. Now, coming back from a surgery from his eye. Um, this is gonna be a tougher fight than a lot of people out there are saying, in my opinion. People were sleeping on Ugas in his last fight against Pacquiao, including me, because I thought Pacquiao was gonna win. But Father Time is one one undefeated. He never loses. And we saw that with Pacquiao. He slowed down. I thought, he would outbox him and his movement would be too much for Ugas. But he got, tired of that because he even said that after the fight. That's why he retired. But I see this fight playing out the first 6 rounds pretty close. It's going to be competitive, man. And Spence, I think he's going to take over after like the 6th, 7th round. Too much body work. I just love how he throws his volume and goes right to the body from round 1. My thing is, I don't know if you noticed, P, like Spence has a bad habit at trying to beat his opponents with their strength. And I don't like that. Like you've done it, obviously you're undefeated. You've done it. But like if you're out here trying to outbox like Ugas the whole fight, I think that's a mistake. I don't know what you think about that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Spence is just gonna try to like Floyd Mayweather double jab it up, run around, avoid some shots. Because yeah, Ugas, you rewatch the fight versus Pacquiao, and he did look good. And he actually started landing some decently hard, like straight rights, coming over the top of the jab. But the deal with that is he was bigger. Like I won't say bullied Pacquiao, but he's just the bigger guy. Here, he's not going to be bigger than Spence. Height wise, they might be similar, but I think Spence should have a decent reach on him. Spence is just so long, and he can like control the pace of the fight. Like if Ugas, to me, Ugas reminds me of a Winky Wright. The way he fights,
Right.
he establishes
No
the
pun
jab.
intended.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I never liked Winky Wright. It's just a
Me
kind
neither,
of,
bro. Trust me, I hated the guy, but I
yeah,
respect him as a fighter. But
good. Yeah. He's got his wins, but you couldn't pay me to watch his fights. So Ugas, he's going to throw the jab out there, overhand right. But like you said, Spence is going to be inside on him, body shots galore, him with the overhand right. Like against Danny Garcia was almost stuck in mud. Like he wasn't really
yeah,
throwing anything, and Spence just took the fight over. I think the similar thing. If Ugas isn't establishing the jab and is pushing the fight to his pace, Spence can run away with this. But we'll see. It's kind of it's definitely a fight where not many people are volunteering to fight Ugas. But I think Spence is so much better than everyone else. I know some people think Crawford would beat him. I would still side with Spence if that fight happened, but I like Spence here, and I think probably decision because I don't know if he'll be able to clock him clean with a knockout, but should be a good fight. What are your thoughts? How you think it's going to play out?
Yeah, on Twitter, I already put my bet out there. It's Spence by decision at -132. I got it. Um, it's just with the layoff. I think he's gonna come in here aggressive. Of course, I think there is a possibility with a late stoppage for Spence, but Ugas never been knocked out, so he's got to prove it to me, in a way. And just with the layoff, I think he cruises to a decision. But like I said, it's gonna be interesting for the first 8, maybe even 9 rounds. Like this is gonna be a chess match, in my opinion. But Spence is gonna take over late and just get a good decision. And plus, it helps that he's in Dallas too. So
Yeah, I mean, he fought Mikey Garcia in Dallas. He fought Danny Garcia, I believe, in Dallas as well. Now Ugas in Dallas. The Pacquiao fight, I think, was going to be in Vegas, but
yeah, it was in Vegas. Yeah.
he pulled out of that
We
fight.
all come on. The people we all want to see Crawford and Spence. That's the fight to make, of course. So we'll see if we get that after this one, but it's gonna be a great fight in my opinion, man. But I'm just scared because Ugas' game and style might have Spence a little hesitated in the beginning, but like what I'm scared of is that Spence, like I said, tries to outbox this guy because he was saying that in an interview. He's like, I could outbox him like if I wanted to. But I'm like, don't do that because that's his strong suit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, I think Spence will just throw too much volume on Ugas to where, if he's trading jabs and it's like a coin flip every round, it could be a dicey fight. But if he does what he does in almost every fight, out volumes the opponent, controls the ring, just puts pressure on him, bank those rounds. Because even he never really hurt Danny Garcia, but he just beat him.
He beat him up though,
yeah,
for sure. But
but
that's the thing too. I like because his volume, bro. Like Ugas don't throw a lot, like especially like Spence. He did pick it up against Pacquiao, like you were saying. In the second half of that fight, he started picking it up even more. But it's a guy in front of him that doesn't have much power, and he's 40 years old or whatever. He can't do that against Spence. Like once he feels this guy's power and the body work that he's gonna implement from the beginning of that fight is gonna catch up to him, and that's the only reason why I'm scared about a late stoppage. But I gotta go with decision. He's gotta prove it to me if he wants to get Ugas out of there for the first time in his career.
Yeah, I like that quite a bit. I think Spence wins pretty clear decision. I think to me, I think it's probably more the first 4 rounds, and then he's like, okay, like his coach is gonna be like, okay, get inside, start beating him up, throw, and get him out of there. But
because Ugas likes to counter a lot, and I think he's gonna have an issue with that because like we've been saying the whole time in this video, like Spencer's gonna be right there, inside, outside, doesn't matter. The thing with Ugas though, he doesn't have a lot of movement. He's kind of flat-footed, so that's gonna be big trouble for him because he's gonna be there to be hit, even though his defense is good, but he doesn't go anywhere with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
no, I like Spence quite a bit in this fight, but we'll see. We also thought Chris Colbert was going to win, and he ran away.
Bro, Chris Colbert is not in the same universe with Spence.
No, I know, but he was like a -2,000 favorite.
It was nuts. Yeah, it was nuts. It was more because the guy that he fought came out of nowhere. Nobody knew much about him. And so it is what it is. That one hurt though.
Yeah, it was horrible. So Dan, what's your best bet then for the weekend? Could be I assume we're going to agree on this one.
Oh yeah, best bet for me is Spence by decision at -132. I put a couple units on that one, so I feel confident in that one. The only I would put more. We'll see. I might add one more unit or two. I'm just scared he might get a late stoppage, but I'm concrete on this one. Decision, Spence.
Yeah, I'll agree with that one. I think Spence wins a decision as well, only because I don't think Ugas is going to be there that often to get like really cracked and
Yeah,
like dropped
yeah.
bad.
And it's been a while. It's been a while since Spence had a knockout. So
Yeah, it's very comparable because when he was coming up the ranks as finishing guys, then once you face that elite talent,
right.
it definitely comes closer fights. So yeah, Spence by decision. I agree with that one. And then we'll see you guys next week. Huge fight next week.
Yes.
Tyson Fury, Dillian White, and I believe there's probably at least one more big fight, but yeah, it's a huge fight. So we'll see you guys next week. Tyson Fury, Dillian White. This was the main event on Talkin Hands. Peace.